kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. Will they make up for it?
A 6-yard pickup.
Throwing again on second down. Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball. And what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Mahomes now on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. But it'll be second down.
2nd and 10.
And again, it's Mahomes. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Travis Kelce, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target. And it'll bring up third down.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise.
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Myles Garrett, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues.
Field goal. A 38-yard attempt.
And it's a fake. He's going to throw it. And it's complete. They're going to get the first. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown.
Touchdown.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14.
Harrison Butker to kick off 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. The throw complete here to Williams. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7 yards to pick up there.
At the 38-yard line.
They go with Chubb on second down. And he's going to have a Browns first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And, partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. Over the middle to Beckham. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 35. 23 yards the pickup there. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 35-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
2 touchdowns for them already in this first half. This one good for a first down. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Mayfield looks to throw. He's going to take off with it. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And a short return to the 6-yard line. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot. In that time, he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. Throwing now is Mahomes. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And he is out of bounds all the way up near midfield. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going. And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming. Let him bury.
Now they're going to try this again. It's another fake. But he will not make the first down marker, and that'll be a turnover on downs. It'll be a gain of 4. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Chubb on the counter, and he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Tackle made there by Frank Clark. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, 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 and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Throwing on 2nd down. Mayfield. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. Seibert on for the PAT. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14.
28. Chiefs 14.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 26 yards on the play there. And the Chiefs are going to get a fresh set of downs. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And this will be a 45-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. The Browns drive about to get started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. From the 27, Mayfield. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll get this down to about the 31-yard line. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
It's 2nd and 8.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They go play action. Mayfield being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 21. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
First down, Cleveland.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Mayfield on 3rd and 2. This is caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Touchdown.
Austin Hooper. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Browns 35, Chiefs 17.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll get this back to just the 20 with a penalty marker down. Let's see what this is about. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike. Watch the screen. Pass.
Now Mahomes. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
You don't want to know. Mike 41. Mike 41. Watch the run. Watch the run.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he comes back with one complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down.
Mike 55. Attack. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. Mike 55. Mike 55.
Mahomes going to throw. Going deep here for Watkins. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was looking for Watkins that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Mahomes firing complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
This is caught. Watkins. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Quez Watkins with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now.
Makes the score Browns 35, Chiefs 24. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
At the 27-yard line.
They run it again with Chubb. And he stopped immediately there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And it's complete. Hooper. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Complete.
Mayfield finding Hooper there for a Cleveland first.
15.
Now, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Now Now throwing on first down and completing it. That catch good for only a couple.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
A 3-yard pick.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now Mayfield. And he's got his man on the out route. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
Browns.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34.
Enough to start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. From the gun, Mayfield. And he's going to go down again. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack.
A 10-yard loss on the play. And it's 4th down.
Here's Jamie Gillen down, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Back now here on EA Sports, as we are set to bring you the home stretch here, the 4th quarter.
24.
Here's Jamie Gillen down. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Now here's Mahomes. That one complete to Hill. Mahomes 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 25 yards there on the catch and run. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 26-yard line. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. two-point conversion attempt still to come. Now this time Mahomes will throw. Flush to his right. And he will get into the end zone as a two-point conversion is successful. And the lead is down to a field goal here in the fourth. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me. 41 Mike. 41 Mike. Hey, tight. 41's the Mike. 41's the Mike.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Smith catches left side. And they move this all the way down to the 9. The end result, 21 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, look at a little more of a scat back.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front. So from 3 scores down, these guys have fought all the way back to grab the lead. And I'll just tell people what happened when they went up 3 scores. I wrote on your paper 2 words, game over, and now I'm eating those words. I was wrong.
A little salt, a little pepper, goes down pretty easily.
I will admit when I make a mistake.
Well, it looked like it was going that way. This is one of those paging Frank Reich moments, and I can't believe I just brought that up, because Frank Reich at Maryland in college did it to my Tennessee Volunteers, and that was a big reason why my team lost.
Sounds like you still harbor some pain from that game.
You know, we still got a little time to work it out with the doctor.
The Browns drive about to get started, and they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Throwing, Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete. Mayfield took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Mayfield. And that will be incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. To throw, it's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. He was looking again for Kelsey there on that play, and it's 3rd and short.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. There he goes, right side. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And thanks to the interception, the Chiefs offense cashes in with 6. Butker on for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Chiefs 46, Browns 35.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 20.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Tyrann Mathieu, normally known for the pass coverage, this time a sack. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. The 40, 30, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Browns have cut it back within a score. So that's a really big play here in the 4th quarter. And don't look now, they're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just 1 score. And now Mayfield on the bootleg. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Browns 41.
A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. And And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a two-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
And this one through the uprights and good.
Makes the score Chiefs 53, Browns 41. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Mayfield to throw it. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
24-yard gain on the play. 1st down, Cleveland.
1st down, Mayfield. Over the middle to Beckham. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
1st down.
Play fake, Mayfield. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. And a short return to the 6-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 6-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
3 brings up 2nd and 7.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. What were they clicking on offense?
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean,